Hey, Jimmy with Cuffing Stuff. Man, today we got another good one for you. Hey, I had planned on it being cool out here. It's not. It's over 80 degrees. Man, the 1st of March is 80 degrees. It's a wonder we don't stay sick in Carolina. Anyway, today we're gonna do a Charleston seafood gumbo, okay? Now listen, gumbo was brought over with the slaves from West Africa. They brought okra, which gumbo is just a short word for okra. They brought rice, Carolina gold, to the Carolina coast. They were experts. They knew about tides. They knew about how to grow the rice and do the rice. And so that's where this comes from. Now, there's several types of gumbo. There's a Cajun gumbo and there is a Creole gumbo, okay? Depending on where you come from is gonna determine what kind of gumbo you're used to. They're all right. Every area says, no, this is the way gumbo is supposed to be and whatnot. But yeah, it is at your area. But all up and down the eastern seaboard, gumbo's made different. And we're gonna do a seafood gumbo that you will find around the coast of South Carolina, particularly around Charleston down to Beaufort. So, hang tight. Okay, we've got our vegetables cut up. Next, let's go over to the pot. Okay, I've got my butter in. You need about 6 or 7 tablespoons of butter down in the bottom of this. We're gonna make our roux first, okay? Now, the big thing you don't want is you don't want to burn your roux. So you got to watch your temp. All right, I got my butter in. Let me open this up. I'm gonna stir in about the same of flour, about 6 or 7 tablespoons of flour. And these are heaping, so I'm probably doing a little less than measured out. But this is something I want. See how quick it gets good and brown? That brown gives it a good nutty flavor. All right. I about want it the color of chocolate, but I don't want it burned. I don't want it black. And believe me, if you get that far, you're gonna smell it. All right, that didn't take but a minute. All right, I'm gonna pour in next my broth. I want about 4 or 5 cups. That's 4. This will finish it off. This is 5. All right. Stir this in good. Again, I don't want it brown to black. Chocolate is just about the right color for your roux. All right, that's done. All right. All right. Next, let's dump our vegetables in. So, this is the Trinity. This is our onions, peppers, and celery. Let's dump it in. I want all that flavor to cook down. Now, I'm gonna let this come up to a boil. And we're gonna let this cook, let it cook down, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll see. As we get this up to a boil and let it cook, we're gonna help all this do what it's gonna do. So let's let it cook down. And that's when I'll bring you back. We've given our Trinity about a 15-minute head start. It's time for the okra. Now that's probably a little more than a pound of okra. To that, I'm gonna add 2 small cans. This is fire roasted diced tomatoes. Let's stir them in. And on top of that, now this is something my grandmother definitely didn't do, but I like doing. That's just an original 28-ounce can of Rotel. I like the peppers and the flavor that's in it. All right. Stir it up. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is going to be some good gumbo. I already know. All right. I'm going to put the lid back on it, and we're going to let this go another, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. When we come back, that's when I'll bring you back. Here's something I already know the gumbo purists are going to argue with me. Don't mix surf and turf. Don't mix surf and turf. I like andouille sausage in my seafood gumbo, okay? And that's what I'm going to do here. I've got just a pound. That's all I'm putting in. We've gone about 50 minutes, and I'm going to let this sausage cook and finish up with these vegetables. I've got a lemon. I'm going to take and squeeze the juice of these 2 halves of lemon down in it. You don't see it happen much. I drop them in there, put them down in there, and just let them cook with the rest of it. All right. We're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to let that sausage finish up probably another 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll show you what's next. We've given our sausage about 15 minutes. You see, we're still cooking away. All right, this is where you're going to stay with your pot. All right, let me get this lemon out. It's done its job. All right, sausage has done its bit. All right, next, this is a whitefish that I have cut up into bites. This is about 3 little fillets. I'm gonna put it in. We're gonna do about 5 minutes. I'm not even putting the lid back on. That's 5 minutes. This is diced up crab meat. That's a pound, maybe just a little bit more. And it's diced up pretty good. So I'm just gonna stir it in. And you see, as we put this in, notice how the gumbo's thickening up. All right, as diced up as that is, I'm only gonna let that go a couple of more minutes. That's when I'll bring you back. All right, we let that go about 3 minutes. They're already cooked oysters. I like oysters in my seafood gumbo. Now those are steamed. They're pretty much already cooked. We're just gonna let them soak up this flavor. Last but not least, here's what we're gonna do. We got our shrimp. I'm turning the heat completely off, okay? This is almost 2 pounds of shrimp. They have been shelled and deveined. And that's gonna look just about right. That's about where I want it. It's not too soupy. It's not a mushy mess. It's got everything in it. All right, I'm gonna put the top back on it. As I said, the heat's gone. We'll take it over to the table and we're gonna spoon it up and we're gonna try it. One of the things I wanna do while I'm thinking about it, before I let it go too far, I wanna try this juice. I'm gonna check it for salt. It could use a little. All right. SPG. Uncle Steve, bet you never used this in a gumbo. Stir it up good. Now, as I said, don't look in the contents because you're not going to find one of those pretty little recipes that says put a 1/4 tablespoon or teaspoon of this or that. This is all off the cuff. You put what you like, you put it to your taste, and go from there. Let's try it again. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I'll see you at the table. All right. Well, here we are over at the prep table. Isn't this pretty? Look at this. Oh, that worked out so pretty. All right. Well, let's go down in here. And we're gonna scoop me some gumbo off in this. All right, I'm going in and get some rice. I see the shrimp, the fish. Oh my goodness. Oyster, shrimp, fish, all the vegetables. Sausage. Perfect, perfect. You want a delicious seafood gumbo? Try this recipe. Listen, I appreciate you sticking around, seeing how this turns out. It's not a lot of work, and man, is it good. We're about to chow down on this. Hey, if you haven't already, how about hit the circle on this side, subscribe. I'll have a video just for you right over here. How about hit that bell, kind of like a payday from me. Be sure you won't miss anything. Hey, until next time, hang tight and be good to one another. Hang tight.